Kanoni Bibi I did say, but Kanoni Bibi is, she's the other lady who said, look, I don't, the other woman said, I don't want my name. Can you use my sister's name? So I said, yeah, sure. What's your sister's name? So she says, Anita. I said, I can't have a third Anita. So I've used her name, just spelled it differently. Yeah. So that's Anjali. Anjali.
Yes, yes. I'm asking this also in particular because our local body in Maharashtra, local body elections and panchayat elections are due and some are ongoing. So it would be interesting to have the learnings from this story as well. If there is anything that strikes out you might want to share, or people when they read the book.
No, so friends from within the service will know that all our election manuals are very detailed, and almost everything is taken care of. In fact, I think India is possibly the leading nation as far as conducting fair and fair elections is concerned. But there are situations, as happened in Punjab during the militancy, and where I don't think the situation is that somebody put stones inside the ballot box, and the things became difficult. So I don't think anyone ever foresaw that. So there is no rule for what has to happen if the stones are put in the ballot box. So the issue was, what is she to do? So she, in such situations where there is a rule that's clearly laid down, you have a black and you have a white, that this is right and that's wrong. But often when a rule is not there, the gray is rather difficult to decide upon. And if you're able to give the right decision which stands the test of time, which also is not challenged by the courts of law, I think that is what makes you a winner. So this is what Kanoni Baby is about. Yeah.
Yes, very interesting. I did read the story. Now we come to the end of your, narration. That's the 10th story. But yes, of sensitive sensibilities. And this is about human trafficking. And it's an evil across the world. It's not just in India. So Bhamati's work, and which I understand still continues, right? Anything you would like to share on that aspect? Because this is a Scrooge that, I don't know, I'm bereft of words. Yeah. Do share if you feel, whatever you deem appropriate.
It hits you very hard. So Bhamati's been working on this almost all her life. And I think, can I read the first passage here, and I'll end with that. It's a small beginning that says, treat me not like merchandise. I belong to none, and my body is mine. It's title of Sensitive Sensibilities. Oh my goodness, this little one can't be more than 9 or 10. God alone knows how long she's been here. How did she come? And why on earth is she here? Bhavati saw the girl with large bewildered eyes peeping at her from behind a door. A child who should have been in school and not in a brothel. A strong-willed officer, Bhavati could not help but be moved by her plight. The eyes of the little girl, which hid so many dark and painful stories, continued to haunt her. I don't want to say more about this, but here is, a situation where a lot of people would turn their eyes and leave and go. That looking at girls and young children in brothels is none of my business. I'm here for a bit, and that's it. I was posted in a particular job, and I have to move on. But for Bhamati being Bhamati, she kind of, I think, took that up as her life's mission, right? So wherever she was, she worked for human trafficking, whether it was in the UNICEF, whether it was in the UNDP, whether it was in the MHA, whether it was later, now that she's retired, so with both advocacy, implementation, policy making, at every level she worked, wherever she was. And I think that's the beauty of our careers, of our jobs in the IAS. You can do pretty much what you think you want to do. And I think that is the greatest blessing that we have, we're given this wonderful career where we can touch millions of lives and make that difference. These 10 women have genuinely made that difference, and I thought not just for those of us who understand what the pressures and the problems are, it's also worth I think it's worth the while for everybody out there to know. Thank you.